most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together, we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
I
Bob.
agree. Today, we're going to talk about how to fix a crooked low back with sciatica in minutes while standing.
Right. Don't even have to get down on the floor and do any unusual exercises.
So you're talking about a crooked low back is a evil low back, like crooked, like
a crooked politician?
Yeah, crooked politician.
No, Bob, we'll get into that.
Okay. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section. We're always giving something away every week. This week we're giving away Pete's Choice Balance Pad.
Balance pad. And it's good for many other things around the house you can use to make your life more comfortable.
Yeah.
You can kneel on it.
Kneel on it. I use it for my stretches.
Right.
It's a beauty.
You can put it on a chair that lifts you up 1.5 inches. It can make it much easier for Grandma to stand up off the
That's
chair.
What I used it for my mom.
Yeah, I use it with my mother as well.
Go to Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page, the contest. Go ahead and sign up for it. And also, you'll find it on TikTok and Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah. And we have a podcast.
I was starting to think, do we really have it on there? Maybe we don't have it.
We don't
We have
care,
a short
Bob.
version.
Just tell them it is.
All right. Where are we going now?
Okay, we got to get on with this. So this crooked back syndrome, Sam is showing it. The back is crooked. It looks crooked. This is maybe a little extreme, but sometimes not. But the whole back looks crooked here. The spine is. But the problem typically originates down in the low back just above the sacrum, L4, L5, L5S1 oftentimes is where it's a problem oftentimes with the disc being deformed, if you will,
and protruding.
Right.
But now when he says L4, L5, he's talking about the numbers of the bones here. They've got each number designated to them.
Right. So you got L1 through L5. 5 is the lowest by the sacrum.
Do we want to show on a human?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Because I personally have had this exact symptoms. I've had a number of patients that walk in.
I have had a patient.
They're very uncomfortable, very painful. Oftentimes they'll have sciatica going down one of the legs.
Am I fairly straight now, Brad?
Oh, how does it look? Yeah, Mike says yeah.
This is how it might be.
Right. So we put the line on here so you can see the spine, because that's really what we're looking at to correct this problem. If I got the Booyah stick here to show, go back to straight again. There we go. And then the crooked, the problem is here. What's happened is there's a painful spot here and your body shifts away from it.
Right. So trying to get away from the pain.
Exactly. So
and that can even block the movement.
Right. Oh yeah, it can lock things up. It's not very fun at all if you have it. Some people are a little crooked like that naturally because they have some scoliosis. We're not talking about that. We're talking about when there's pain.
There was a lady that would volunteer in our department. She came in one time. She was crooked like that. And she said, I'm going in today. They're going to fit me with a brace.
Yeah.
I go, I can't let her do this.
Yeah.
So I started doing some of these things. She got 50% better, and she never got fitted for a brace.
Like after a couple of weeks?
No, she got 50% better the first day.
Right. Yeah.
And then she, after a couple of weeks, she got back straight.
That's the beauty of this technique. It often works, within a few days or less.
Yes, it does.
So people are wondering, how do we get it taken care of?
Right.
All right. So the first thing we're going to look at is doing this in a standing position, just like the title says. You don't have to get on the floor and twist around and turn into a pretzel or anything. We'll get Sam out of the way. Bob, you want to get your crooked position again? Yeah. And turn around so we can see it. There we go. So what we want to do, this is how I remember. We want to kind of push the shoulder over while holding this. Oh, that's too far. We're going to get it to there. So we're going to use the wall to help. You can do this all by yourself. There is a technique where a therapist can manually do this. Obviously, we're not going to show you that.
But what I remember, Brad, is if someone was carrying a pig.
Oh, God, the pig
I like this.
I think it's silly.
So if you're carrying a pig, you go to the pig side. You put the pig side against the wall. Yeah. I always remember it that way.
I know, but I don't get what the pig thing is. But anyway,
you're holding a pig.
Well, yeah, why would you hold a pig? You never grew up on a farm.
All right, so A towel helps with this.
Yeah, it helps your
With
mechanics.
the forearm. So I put the towel up against the wall and I put my forearm against it. And now I'm like this. And this is how I'm slanted over. And now I'm going to try to actually move my pelvis this way.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
So you were crooked this way, the right shoulder's over, so
Let
you're
me
going to
show
put
it
the
this
right
way, Brad.
shoulder to the wall.
If this is the other way, if I'm crooked the other way.
Yep.
So I'm like this. I'm like this. Oh, I'm like this.
Right, you're crooked to
Yeah,
the left.
I'm to the left. And I'm going to try to lean against the wall here and push this part
Yep.
to the wall.
And I actually have my patients actually put their hand right there.
Right. And push a little bit.
Yep. Or it just reminds them that's what we want to do.
Gently.
Yes.
Gently.
Yep.
And we usually have them do like repetitions of 10,
Yep.
10 reps. And again, it should be pain-free.
Right.
If it hurts, you're not going to do it. And then you can do that every hour.
Right.
I mean,
Let's go through it again. I want to talk about one really important point. If you are having this back pain and you're having some pain, typically it's going to go down. If you're to the left with your shoulders, the pain will probably be going down your right leg. Now, if Bob starts to do this and it's painful the first couple times, but after a couple gentle stretches, it starts to go a little bit more. And the pain or the symptoms down the leg start to move up the leg. You're in good shape. You're gold.
yes,
Yep.
beautiful.
And you may not chase the pain all the way up to the back the first time, but wait, give it an hour or two, come back and do it again. As long as the symptoms keep going out of the leg towards the back, it's a really good thing. You're going to be starting to straighten up.
Yeah, might want to check out our Sciatica program.
Yes.
It goes over all this and it talks about you might get better to a certain point and then you got to start the extensions.
Yeah,
and
and that's where you do need to lie down.
So go to the program section under bobandbrad.com.
Yep, it's our website.
And look for sciatica.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like 50 videos.
40.
40.
I counted them once.
But look at the titles.
Yes.
And pick the one. There's one on crooked backs.
Yep.
And check that out, and you'll get a great explanation plus a printout.
Right, you can have a PDF printout of the review of the whole video and the exercises on there as well.
And it's free.
And it is free.
Yes.
Not even your email.
No, we don't want anything from
But
you.
we've got a second option. If this isn't working, then you can go to what we call decompression or traction. Do you want to do it or do you want me to?
No, I'm going to have you do it because
Okay.
I'm tall.
Yeah.
And I don't do it as
So
well.
to do this, you're going to need something to hang on. We use these are designed for, but you can just use a pull-up bar.
Sure.
I wouldn't put a pull-up bar in your house just for this.
Right.
But if you have one available, or you can do some hanging.
For your rafters.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Depends how tall you are. But we're going to just let traction work on that low back through our body weight. This works out really well with my back against the wall. I can control the intensity. And only reason you're going to go with more weight is if it feels better. The more weight you put on or your leg starts to feel better, then you're going to hang a little bit longer. And you're just going to hang out there because it feels good. Sometimes, like, can you point out my waistline?
Yeah, he's bent down like an anterior tilt and he's going up like this.
Yeah.
He's going up and
Yeah.
down like that.
And sometimes little movements like that with traction can help work through that, make it feel better. Sometimes it's a little bit of rotation.
A little rotation
Yep.
can make it a big difference.
And with the rotation, a lot of times, one way it makes it worse, but the other way makes it feel better. So then you're going to go only the way that makes
It's
it feel
almost like
better.
you're doing a self-mobilization to your
Yep.
back.
Exactly.
And, Brad, you talked about you wouldn't get this just for this issue, but, if this works, and plus, after it works,
Yep.
you could use this as maintenance.
And I do.
And I do
Yep.
too.
Yep.
So it's
Not only for your back, but it's great for your shoulders.
Right, it's a good investment.
and
overall.
posture.
Right.
Yeah. So, once things get better, then like I'll just hang like this. And I usually hang 20, maybe 30 seconds.
So his feet are completely off the ground now, and and your grip strength's going to get better too.
Yeah. So that's a kind of another story. We do have some videos talking about hanging that's very specific. But to get back to the crooked back, so that's once it gets better, you're going to need to continue either exercise for a few days, get through this. And then again, you may need to go after your back is straight, then go to some press ups, which again are in our sciatica.
That's a whole
program.
different story. I mean,
Right.
I don't want to spend
They're
time
pretty
on that.
easy, but
Yeah.
Is there anything else we want to continue with, Bob?
Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything
Except for
a broken heart.
it's killing me, Bob. Am I supposed to say something?
No, what's killing you?
This whole broken heart thing, we can't get anywhere on.
Yeah.
We try
stuck.
to get another chapter in the book, but we can't even start
Maybe
the
just
book.
work on
Anyways,
relationships.
from the neck up, we're not so good, or the neck down, whatever. Goodbye.